David Lee Imaging in the Titletown Music Archive and the Live 365 app.
It's alive!
The Yeti. Welcome to the Backstage Lounge on the YetiRadio.com.
Don't fuck it up.
Welcome to the YetiRadio.com in the Backstage Lounge. Tonight, it's Betting on the End. Right here, live in studio for an interview. Stay tuned. And first song up is called Locked Behind Bars. Right here in the Backstage Lounge on the YetiRadio.com. Back in the YetiRadio.com. It's the Backstage Lounge. Welcome, Betting on the End.
What is up?
How is everybody doing?
Good. How about you?
I'm doing great. This weather's been kind of interesting today.
Yes, very wet.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
A lot of weird driving, too.
Yeah. like being up in Washington when it snows.
Oh yeah,
doesn't do that very often. And they don't know how to do it.
I wouldn't, to be fair. So I get it.
The last time I drive in snow, I was like terrified.
Yeah,
it was like a
scary.
blizzard. I couldn't see more than like a foot in front of the car.
Yeah,
and I was like, all right, we were with some family, and they were like, do you have snow chains on the car? And we were like, we live in Phoenix. No, we don't have snow chains. What are you talking about?
I don't even know what those are.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how the hell do you put those things on?
Yeah.
Right? Okay, better on the inside. Let's see, who's original?
Oh,
Them two.
us two?
Us two?
Them twos. Yeah.
Okay, original members?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
When did the band start?
2022.
2022?
Yeah.
Okay.
Technically, before that, he and I had started the project like probably a year before that.
Yeah.
And then it actually came together in 2022 when we found our drummer and our previous bassist play.
Okay. Awesome. Let's see, how'd you come up with the name?
We, for a while, we had been a band and didn't have a name. And we were getting ready to book a show. We were like, we probably shouldn't have a name. That's probably pretty important for a show. So we were going back and forth in ideas, and I was actually writing lyrics for what is now Consequences.
Okay.
And when I was writing it, I was like, that line came up, Betty on the end. And I was like, actually, that's kind of a cool name for the band. Well, and then I brought it to the guys, and they were like, yeah, that works. Let's go with it.
Okay. Cool.
So I changed the lyrics based off of that.
Well, it
But,
would
yeah.
have been okay leaving it in there. 'Cause then you
Yeah.
had, proof where it came from.
True.
Pretty meta.
So we'll start on the left and on my left, and introduce yourself and how long you've been in music.
I'm Chris, and I've been playing guitar for 2025, 25 years.
25 years? Okay. Congratulations. What made you get started in music?
The band Blink-182.
Okay. All right. Nice. Very cool.
I'm Andrew. I've been playing guitar for like 20 years,
Okay.
22 years, something like that. I actually used to play bass before this band, so that was my first instrument. I played guitar for a couple of years and then immediately transferred to bass in one of my bands way back when. So I was playing that ever since until joining this band and
Okay.
switched back to guitar. Yeah, and been singing since I don't even remember,
Okay.
my whole life.
So what made you want to get into music?
I think just as a teenager and stuff, I was looking for some kind of like outlet to have something to do, more or less. And I'd always been a big fan of music. I would put on like shows for my family and stuff, and do like performances, stuff like that. Back when like all the pop bands like NSYNC and stuff were really big. And then got into alternative rock after that, and was like, this is so cool. I want to be in this, and I really want to like be passionate about it. So I learned guitar. I'd already been playing trumpet at that point, so music theory was already like in my background.
Okay.
So just kind of went from there. And
What genre would you put your band in?
math rock is like the label that we kind of attach to. I think we don't have a lot of the elements of that, and we have a lot of other stuff. So using that label still feels like wrong.
Well, it's also math rock in another way, because you're calculating what genre is this all the time, because we're all over the
thinking
place.
you must do.
Like we've had
That's why I asked the question.
we've had
I'm listening to it going, well, there's this. Oh, wait a minute, there's that.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute, there's this. Shit, I'm just going to ask.
yeah, so we're math rock in that area. You're calculating what we are all the time, not
Okay.
necessarily
necessarily all the time changes and tempo
Right.
changes, but yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think like he was getting ready to say, like we do get a lot of people that say that they're like, it's kind of, we like you because you don't try to be anything in particular, like, which out of context sounds weird, but yeah, just like having all those different influences and different styles and trying to bring them together into one umbrella.
And you just do you.
Exactly. We just write music we like, and whether that's something that's more like chill, kind of old school emo, or maybe it's like something heavy or more on the metal side of things, I don't care. I like it. We're writing it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sir?
Oh, I'm Adrian. I play bass in this band. What was the questions? Sorry. I got caught up. Oh, the music you did. Yeah. Yeah, I've known Chris since I was probably 8 or 9 years old.
Okay.
Was it? Was I younger?
We've known each other our whole lives.
Yeah.
He lived right across the street.
Right across the
So
street.
we know each other our whole lives.
Hey, I need a bass player. Okay.
Actually, I played drums. My grandpa had a drum set in his backyard. It was a 98 KUPD drum set. I guess they won it or something. It was a Pearl drum set.
Nice.
And then he picked up the guitar. Wasn't it from Sears or something like that? Was it like J.C. Penney? Yeah.
Penny, okay.
And then I was like, I guess I'll play drums. And then I did that. And then I just jammed. I kind of followed him around for a long time. So, yeah. And I wasn't in a band at the moment. And then he hit me up and said, "You want to play 2 shows?" And I said, "Sure." And then a tour.
Yeah.
And then we just decided it was all good. So it worked out.
So how long have you been in the band?
About almost a year now,
Yeah.
I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah. It's been fun.
Awesome.
I like these guys.
Yeah.
They're cool dudes.
We try.
So let's see. What did it mean when you when you got to become part of the band and
Oh man.
learning the music and are you still doing? Are you doing newer stuff and you're involved with that or?
Yeah. Now I am.
just
Yeah.
Now
We just did a recording that my actual work is actually on now.
okay.
So it's good. It's good. I tell him about it all the time. It's just especially to be playing music with Chris again. It's like a dream come true. I mean, I've been in bands with him before, but some things kind of didn't pan out, whatever it may be. And then I don't know, he just hits me up, and it's like it's a perfect fit. It's like family. So I don't know. I love it. It's I don't know. I lucked out. Honestly, I lucked out. I love these guys, and luckily they like me enough in the way I play that it all works out. So I try to do my best. They don't,
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, you had a good reference at least.
Yes. Very good.
So what's some of the biggest shows you've done so far? Or your biggest highlights?
That California show was cool.
Yeah, we talk about that a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like that was probably our favorite show we've ever played. Just because the vibe was right. We got hit up on Instagram for the promoter for the show and was like, "Hey, I run shows in this area. It's out in Seaside, California." And he was like, "If you ever want to come out here, let us know." So we did, and didn't know what to expect because we never been there before. Had no idea what it was going to be like, and turns out there was a lot of people there. They promoted the hell out of this show. They had a couple local bands that were pretty known out there, and so we got to open for them. And yeah, it was like a good crowd. They were all there for a show, which I feel like is rare these days.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of people go to shows to just have something to do,
Yeah.
not to see the bands playing. And everyone there was there to see the bands. So that was super cool. They were all really into it. And
Yeah, I agree with you that they're either just there or just there to see their friends.
yeah.
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 And they dip out.
And then they ghost. Yeah. I'm like, really? If I pay for a show, I stay for the whole thing.
Yeah.
Or at least
Yeah.
try if I
Yeah.
can.
For sure.
Sometimes timing's off and you get there a little later. Shit happens, but
Yeah.
most of the time I'm a start to finish kind of person, and it threw me off when I first started doing this. I went to a show and I paid the door, and they're like, "Well, which band?" And I'm like, "All of them."
All of the whole bill.
I pick. I don't care.
Yeah.
Split it between the 3 or 4, whatever it was.
Yeah.
I don't know any of them, so I'm just here to watch all of them and try and learn, and from my aspect. So
Yeah.
That's cool.
that's really cool. So philosophy and writing process for your music. How do you go about that? What is your philosophy along with how you mechanically write your songs?
Well, usually it's either I write something and say, "Hey guys, here's a song," or he writes something. He's like, "Here guys, here's a song."
Okay.
And then the third option is we just kind of jam something. So that's really how it goes.
Yeah, it's like A, B, or C. I feel like
Pretty much.
Well, you're both guitarists.
Yeah.
And you both do vocals.
Yeah.
Are there songs you do? Both of you do vocals?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So depending on the song, like, just kind of see how it goes, really. There's some where, like, he writes it and he's already got lyrics in mind that he wants to do. Same thing for me. Like, I'll write a song and I've already got, like, lyrics and stuff in mind for that. But we usually, like, we also try to have some where, like, he'll write a song and be like, "Hey, there's this section of the song that I don't have any vocals for. Do you want to throw something in there? Here's the lyrics." So then I kind of, like, look at that and get the vibe of the lyrics and write something based off of that, and then throw that in. And then the same for him, where I'm like, "Hey, I want something added to this part." So it's pretty cool. I really like that. I like the collaborative nature. I don't like when it's kind of like one person doing everything and then just throwing it at everyone to learn.
Okay.
So yeah,
the collaborative factor seems to work, especially even with the big bands.
Yeah.
yeah,
You guys have already made it. There's one interview I watched, and the drummer tells the guitarist, "Wait a minute, do that twice," and he did. And it's a hit. So
True.
and then they talked about how that happens all the time. Somebody is listening to what you're playing and,
Yeah.
and gives a little tidbit of a little change or an add-on or something to make it a little bit spicier, a little better.
yeah,
And it's always cool. It means that the lines of communication are open, and you'll probably end up with something better in the end anyway.
Yeah.
oh yeah, for sure.
Let's see. So, who are some of your musical influences besides Blink 182? We used to have a dual tribute band. It was Green 182.
Oh, that's awesome. Green 182 is tight.
That's awesome. Let's see. Fall of Troy would be one. Mini Trees. Terra Malos. Am I missing anything? Oh yeah, Law Dispute, I guess, because everyone says I sound like Law Dispute, so I guess throw that in there.
Do you dispute the law?
But the law won.
Right? I fought the law. Shit.
That was good. That was good. I'm not on the fly like that. I'm like, I need 3 business days to think about that.
Something
to think of a good joke. Yeah. I would have to say, I guess for me, Thrice got me into alternative music. That was the first like post-hardcore kind of CD I got, and I was like, my world changed. So I'd say that. Paramore is a big one. Incubus, love Incubus. Delta Sleep is my current like inspiration for a more modern band. I think what got me into all of it though was good old Britney Spears. She opened the doors.
That's cool.
Darn, it's not up there. I have to look for it. I have an autographed picture from her.
Do you? Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Oh,
that's-
Your eyes lit up so bright.
I was like, wow. No, I
cool.
lived in Vegas for like 5 years.
Oh, okay.
And
She was out there doing
Yeah,
shows.
she had a residency.
I was working. The tour was going to start in our arena, so they were there for like a week and a half, rehearsing and practicing, getting ready.
Oh,
and
that's cool.
working the door every day. When she gets done, their tour manager came around and handed everybody. I don't know that they were real autographs, but could have been
Still
a
an autograph.
photocopy.
Yeah.
Still counts.
Yeah. But that's funny. I also have Nikki Stringfield, so hey.
Hey, there you go.
Adrian?
Oh yeah, sorry, I keep forgetting.
You're next.
What's it called? I hate to bring it back to you, but most of it's you. The bands I listen to with Hall of Troy
So
as well.
inspirational.
Yeah, he is. At the Drive-In's good. Mars Volta.
Oh, Mars Volta.
Brand New is one of my big ones. NSYNC is my one that got me in.
Same.
NSYNC, I could still rock that tape. What else? What did I say? Mars Volta? Yeah, I did. Hello. What were we listening to in the car? About a lot of bands. Vane, Converge. But for this band, I don't know. I kind of like how, like, not to bring back the last question, but I like how when it comes to them two, they kind of write something and you can tell it forms into what it ends up becoming for sure. But you could tell that when they both write songs, the reason why this band's so interesting is that you do get that different sound because of it, you could tell who made it to some degree. You know what I'm saying? And you could tell how it changes and morphs. And I really like the things that Andrew does to Chris's songs, and I really like the things that Chris does to Andrew's songs. It really, I don't know, it's something about it really helps it. I don't know, it trips me out. Anyways, music bands I like. I'm all thinking about that. Yeah, no, I'm losing myself. I've overthought everything. My brain melted.
Well, I apologize because they were talking. It seems like they write the songs.
Yeah.
And you being fairly new, and I'm like, sorry for skipping you on that.
No, I was just thinking about that, the inspiration and stuff too. Like that kind of helps helps me like formulate what I want to do a lot more easier because of that.
Okay.
Or something like that. Oh well.
How long has Enrique been in the band, the drummer?
The whole time, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, since we started. He's the original.
He's
drummer.
original with you guys. Okay.
Like I said, we were like when he and I first started writing, because we were in a band together before this, and while we were in that band, we kind of started what eventually became this band. A side project, but then COVID happened, so that got derailed for a bit. So once that derailment, the train got back on the tracks, if you will, and we started writing again. We went through a couple of drummers before officially locking in Enrique. So yeah, whole time.
Full time.
Yeah.
Where do you draw inspiration from for your lyrics?
I talk about a lot of weird stuff in my lyrics. So I want to say Dronvalo Melchizedek is one of the guys I read. He's a spiritual healer, author. Okay. Talks about the Merkaba, the flower of life kind of stuff. So, yeah, cool. I talk about that kind of weird stuff.
All right.
Yeah. For me, it's usually either like something personal going on with myself, like mentally or whatever, if I'm like going through something. Just kind of like writing about that experience, that as well as like generally just like my feelings and thoughts about the world and things happening in the world. That's kind of what Consequences is really about. Is just that looking at like how society kind of structures itself around money and prioritizing money above pretty much everything else, and the fallout that comes from that in terms of the people that are left behind. And like usually when I write about that, I also tie it back to myself too, and kind of like how I fit into that picture.
Okay.
But yeah, something like that. Or in the case of one of the songs we're about to release, someone you really hate and fantasizing about killing them.
That works too.
So sometimes it's not as serious as the other things we just said.
That puts an interesting twist on on, or can put an interesting twist on things.
Yeah.
I never thought about doing it from the negative side of things, as far as that side of negative. You know, everybody's always on the mental state side of things, as far as when the negative hits.
Yeah.
So I've never seen anybody on the negative, violent side.
Good song.
It's funny that Incubus is one of your influences, because I get to work one of their shows when I lived in Vegas. And,
That's so cool.
they were having the after party at one of the inn suites at the end of the hall in the hotel.
Yeah.
And somebody put a beer bottle down too hard and shattered the glass top on the tabletop, and we had to go up and deal with that. And one of the guys in the band's going, "Don't worry, just put it on the room. We'll take care of it. You know, when we check out." They're like, "Okay." Sent somebody in, cleaned up the mess, and we left. They're going to pay for it. We don't care. So they were super cool.
That's nice. Yeah, they seem chill.
Oh yeah,
I saw them
chill.
live,
Yeah, I was
like,
gonna
a long
say
time
super
ago.
chill, probably.
They were really good. Tom Morello came out and jammed with them. That was pretty sick.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Favorite song to perform?
I would have to say our song "Deep Drunk,"
Okay.
just because I get to use my Nintendo 64 controller.
Okay.
It's a synth,
Okay.
and that's really fun, and everyone loves it.
Yeah,
How did you do
they
that?
really do.
It's actually, you can buy it on Etsy. This guy makes Nintendo 64 like cartridges, game cartridges, and you plug it into the pedal, and you can switch them out with different effects. Like I have Doom distortion, so it has like the Doom cover, but it says distortion instead of Doom. And then he has the Nintendo 64 synth, and you just plug it into the pedal and on your pedal board, and you're good to go.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Interesting.
It's real
Pretty
awesome.
cool.
Yeah.
Are there any YouTube videos out on that?
If you look up, I think his name is Thomas McDonough.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the one that makes it. He's under Thomas McDonough in or you could just look up console pedals. That's
Console
that's what
pedals,
it's
okay.
called. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
That's a good answer.
I don't think about mine.
Yeah, I'm like, how do I follow that
Question.
up? Oh man.
I'm just glad you had an answer for it.
Yeah.
Favorite song to play? Man, that's so tough. I guess I would go with Paralysis right now. I just love how we don't have it recorded either, so that's one that's coming up on our for next single. But we played it for live for about a year now, so
Okay.
it's just fun. I like that it starts off all like chill and then it just goes into like chaos, and then it kind of goes back into the dynamics of it is really fun to play with.
Okay.
Maybe you'll choose a song that we already have recorded for once. You're like, no.
I like Serpent. That's cool. That one's a good one. The groove in it's really good, and I also have a love-hate because it still messes with me. The timing on it, I still get it wrong sometimes, but I like the challenge of it. I'm like, whenever we play, I'm like, oh crap! All right, I got this fucking wall to get over. But no, it's a good song. The grooves are very good, very mathy, and it's just fun. It's overall a fun song to play. I like the challenge.
Do you have one that everybody always takes it to the negative side of the way the question is asked, and it's not necessarily meant negative, but a song that you have that's more difficult to play? Because the questions is there a song you don't like to play? But you wouldn't be playing it if you really
Right.
didn't like
Yeah.
it. So
Yeah.
is there one that's a little tougher to play than the rest of them?
So we know what Enrique would say if he was here. That's immediately where my mind went to,
Yeah.
which is our song "Scandalous Hose."
No, it's Freedom.
It's freedom.
It's Freedom now.
Freedom?
Remember, he's like, I got a technique for scandalous.
Oh, okay. So it was Scandalous Hose, and
yeah.
you would never want to play it. And then I guess, I don't know, something clicked for him on that song.
Scandalous seems way harder than Freedom.
Yeah, Freedom I think is way easier, but now that's his bugaboo.
Yeah, true. Bugaboo.
Yeah. So I feel like Scandalous Hose is still like, yeah. That one is just like it's almost 5 minutes. It's like 4.5 minutes.
And there's like 15 parts.
Yeah, yeah. And some of them are just like twice through, and then we're on to something else.
It's kind of like a Ninja Warrior course. Playing that song.
Yeah,
It's fun.
yeah, it's fun. It's heavy.
It goes everywhere.
Hits. But yeah, man, it is a lot. It was a lot to learn. I'll never forget when this guy first brought that song to us.
Oh man.
And he was like, yes, this song, Scandalous Hose. And he starts playing it, and he plays the whole thing through. And I'm just like, what just happened? I heard stuff, but I didn't hear anything. And then it was just like piece by piece, learning each section of the song. Like, and it's like, okay, we play this twice, and then we play this 3 times, and we play this 3 times, and we play this twice, and then we go back to that second thing and play that 3 times.
That's the math rock.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, mine's a Scandalous Host for sure. Yeah. So how about you,
Everybody
Adrian?
gonna go unanimous on that one?
Oh, I guess Adrian said
Oh, Serpent.
huh?
That's
Serpent.
It's a little bit, but yeah, I agree with Scandalous. Scandalous is a bit of a trek.
The only saving grace I have with Scandalous is I don't do vocals, so.
The song does kick ass, though. That's why it's so cool, and I can see why it's hard, but it's a really good song.
Okay.
I recommend that song.
How many total songs do you have so far? The original.
Like, 20 something?
20 something?
Yeah, like
Okay.
20.
So you can do a whole original set. That's cool.
Yeah. One
I
cover.
wasn't sure if you were doing
yeah.
any covers. You do any covers?
We've done a couple, yeah.
Yeah. We usually do a System of a Down.
Okay.
Yeah. Chop
Cool.
Suey.
Nice. Let's see. What's the craziest thing that's happened during a show yet? Anything?
Thing.
Why are you giving it to me, man? What are you? What are we talking about here? I'm like, I don't.
Remember how we were talking?
the same way.
Remember how we were talking about posting stuff? Like if you post something stupid, you might get more views.
Right.
Yeah, I might post too stupid stuff, so I'm that guy. So
I'm like, I like everything you post, but I guess I don't know. Maybe some people.
Mooning somebody from the stage, or getting mooned.
Huh?
I pretend I'm you when I'm posting.
You do?
What would Andrew post?
That's a good way to think, yeah.
Man. Okay. Do you have an idea?
I feel like I haven't been long enough to know that or have something like that yet, because I feel like everything we've done was pretty.
Did
Like,
anything crazy ever happen on stage though? Tom Jones, when we used to take their underwear off and throw them at him on stage, or,
Yeah, I don't think we're that cool, unfortunately. To get
or somebody
anything
had
like
a piece
that.
of equipment blow up in the middle of the show. Or,
that would be pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Like, I genuinely can't think of anything during a set that's happened
Okay.
that's been like
Well, not yet.
that crazy. Yeah, I'm assuming this is kind of a good thing.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
odd stuff,
Yeah.
weird stuff.
True.
I had one guy, the weather was so off, but he could not, for the life of him, get his guitar to tune
Oh, really?
for the
Oh
song.
man, that sucks.
And I'm like, yeah, that's.
I did just think about when we played that weed show, and not last summer, but the summer before. It was like a weed festival or whatever, in downtown Tempe in July. So it was like 114,
Uh-huh.
and we're outside playing the set. Luckily, the sun was low enough that it wasn't on us, but there was like a bunch of people there. Like we were on the same level as everyone, and they had like all these vendors that were going around passing out like goodie bag stuff to people. And like in the middle of the set, I'm playing and singing, and this guy's got his phone out, and he's like walking up to me, and he's got a joint in one hand, the phone in the other hand. He's like recording me, and then like as I'm playing, he goes to hand me the joint, and I'm like,
I don't have another hand for
I don't know what to do right now. I was just like, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, are you gonna light
Put it
it
in my
for
mouth.
me?
Put it in my
Like,
mouth, dude.
come on, man, hook me up. I'm like,
Put it in my mouth.
I guess that is the craziest thing that happened because when we played that show, some guy gave us like cigarettes, but they're jaw joints, like little packet.
How'd
He
you
was
guys
just
survive
He was
that?
just throwing it at
I don't
us.
know.
I was like,
I don't
that's
know.
pretty cool. That's
Yeah.
wild.
Okay.
I've never needed more water in my life. I'm so thirsty.
You just get a contact high so much there, dude.
Yeah, right. What's your favorite venue to play at locally?
I like Rebel Lounge, honestly. Yeah.
Rebel's okay, except for never mind. No, Rebel's fine. I like Rebel. I used to like the Underground a lot more, and my other bands I used to play in. Even though those stairs suck, but the Underground was really cool.
The ceiling height sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah. Ceiling height definitely sucks.
It's a lot of cool shows there, but yeah, and then it does get hot in the summertime.
I would like to play Valley Bar, though. I do like Valley Bar.
Yeah,
only-
Valley Bar's
yeah.
nice.
Valley Bar, if you're listening.
Yeah, Valley Bar, what's up, dude?
What's up? Post it and mention them in it.
Yeah,
You know.
we mentioned you by name, so
Yeah. Explicitly called you out. Please. We would love to.
see us.
Yeah, no, there's so many like good venues like that locally. I like Rebel because their sound's great. It usually gets a good crowd coming through. They have that little outdoor area for like the smoking, which is cool, especially in the summer, or not in the summer, in the winter
Yeah,
when it's
Right.
like hot as hell in the building. You could step outside and cool off.
I'm kind of spoiled though. We used to do house shows back in the day, and I always recommend that for. But sometimes it can go kind of bad, kind of quick though, I guess. But
Yeah,
house shows are really fun. Those are the
Yeah.
energy there is something that
yeah,
it's you can't match. The only thing that could match that was that California show.
yeah.
That felt like a house show.
It really did.
Everybody was into it. Everyone was engaged, and it just makes the music and you're playing all that much better and everything. Brings
I
it
don't know
out.
how old you guys are, but I've always been screaming, "Bring keggers back!"
Oh yeah, I'm down with
I
that.
would absolutely
down
be
with
down
that.
for that.
I should just
Just
do
like
Gotta
have
figure out how to
grass.
get the power out.
yeah.
Damn it! Can't do an acoustic kegger.
Well,
I mean,
I guess you
there's a will, there's a way, you know.
yeah,
Pass
true.
enough weed around, you could probably
yeah,
do
it's true.
one.
Dave Matthews bands exist.
Dave Matthews. True.
They're frats,
Wow.
Alcoholics.
Oh man, that's a weird crowd though.
Alrighty, we're gonna go ahead and break for the intermission song right here in the Backstage Lounge on the YetiRadio.com with Betting on the End, and hopefully by the end of this we'll be able to figure out what the bet on the end is. Here's Red Flag live at Towergate Studio right here on the Yeti Radio.
Flavor
The Yeti not paying attention. Miscue. We're back in the studio with Betting on the End. So we took that break on the question of what their favorite local venue was. So somebody comes along and they're going to be like, I just come across a bunch of stupid money and we're going to go on tour, and where do you want to go? Anywhere in the world. Play
Japan would be fun.
That's what I was going to say.
Japan. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Definitely say that.
Yeah.
I guess also like London would be cool.
London. That'd be
Yeah.
cool.
So it's like a very
particular
big-
venue.
Not particularly. I probably should know.
Yeah, I was gonna
off my
say-
head before I say something
Yeah.
like that.
I'll play an alley in Japan or London too.
Yeah,
cool with that.
I'll be on the street. I don't know. I don't care. Just to be able to play
Give me
there.
power, I'll do it.
I want Red Rocks is like
Oh, that'd be cool.
that's a dream venue right there. That would be so cool. Just
The Sphere is starting to pop up,
Oh yeah, that thing looks
oh
crazy.
yeah.
and they're building a second one. So
Another one?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
Dang. Wow.
build one. I think further north or further south.
Has
I don't
that thing caused any crashes?
know. Not yet.
You know, because they're staring at it. Something's staring at you.
Yeah. Might have scared
cool.
the shit out of some pilots, but
Yeah, true.
Yeah, they're like, what is this giant ball?
Yeah, dude. Staring at me.
and then all of a sudden David Bowie's shit face shows up. And you're like, oh damn!
That's tight.
Just kidding.
That's funny.
Yeah, Japan would be fun though. London would be cool. My uncle went on a tour in like was it Sweden, Norway? He told me about that. He said it was beautiful.
Oh yeah, I bet.
No one knew what he was saying though, and vice versa. But yeah,
Yeah, it's a lot of the emails that I get from across the pond. A lot of it's in English, but
Yeah.
some of it's not, and I'm just like,
Google.
Google Translate.
Yeah.
Go to work.
well, and unfortunately, for the predominant language of people that I guess listen, the few that listen to my shows, are English speaking. So it's hard to substantiate playing a foreign language. And we got a guy from Kenya
Yeah.
that sent me an email and said, hey, because he takes all the money he makes from his music and puts it back into a football academy
that's
in
cool.
Kenya.
Yeah.
And something for the kids. And I would love to get behind something like that and support it, but nobody's going to understand that.
Yeah.
I don't know that I can help him. So,
Yeah.
it just,
That's cool though.
yeah, super cool. I was like, wow, I wish it were in English. Be like, because I'm not big into rap, but I'd have done that anyway, just for
Yeah.
what it stood for.
Yeah.
Let's see if you could collaborate with anybody. As an individual.
Collaborate, like
If you-
music wise,
yeah.
yeah. Many trees right here on my shirt.
Okay.
Lexi Vega. Not Alexa Vega from Spy Kids, but Lexi Vega from Many Trees. Collaborate.
That clarification was very important. Everyone was concerned, but they were like, "Spy Kids." I don't know. That's a pretty weird choice, dude. Oh man, I don't know. I guess like I would have to say Bayside. I'm wearing their shirt. Just the whole band as a whole. Love that band. They were great live when they came to the Van Buren recently. Just really, their guitarists are like sick as hell. They solo like no other. So I would pale in comparison to that. But it would be cool to hang out with them and write with them, and yeah.
Okay.
Damn, that's a hard question. Because I want to say the Mars Volta, just because I just got done watching that documentary and they're still heavy on my mind. And I would, but then I kind of want to watch Santana do his work and then just stare and just kind of listen to how they put a song together and yeah. Yeah, damn
Step
it.
one.
I can't, yeah, I'm not gonna go
Or
with that.
just
route.
hire an English singing,
Yeah.
English speaking singer.
Yeah, true. Yeah, Mars Volta would be cool, and I'd watch Santana too. Right?
I guess ditto for the Mars Volta. You'd also have to learn Spanish.
Yeah,
for that.
true. Damn it. Yeah.
I remember
that'd be fun.
when I first heard them, I was like, "This is sick!" Like, they have this song that's in like half English and half Spanish. Like,
Yeah.
this is so cool. I love it. So,
Yeah.
Awesome. What's the best thing about being a musician?
Ooh.
certainly not how much it costs.
Ooh. Yeah. It is a pricey
That's
thing.
dead last.
Pricey venture.
I think
I
just
know the feeling.
What?
Are there
Hello.
For me personally, I think it's just being able to hang out with friends and all of us just be able to do something together and like create something cool together. That's mine, is just hanging out with friends, jamming.
Yeah, I've been chasing that. I remember watching my uncle play. He would do covers. He was doing Incubus and stuff, and I remember just watching them in sync. I was probably his age, to be probably 12 or something, and I always loved that when they were just, everything was tight and they were hitting all their parts. And for me, that's something I've always loved. So if I was lucky to be in a band that could do that and everyone could speak and talk, I mean, that's the greatest. To me, it sounds kind of corny, but that was my greatest reward. It was like, oh man, we're in it and we're feeling it. I don't even care if anyone's even watching. I mean, I'd play at bars, there was 2 people, and one dude was super drunk. I'm like, he's cool because he's all doing my guitar parts and everything back in my other bands, but it was just cool. It was that's really what it was about. And then also, like I said, this tour I went on with these guys, it was fun the whole time. It was just super fun, and that was, like I said, and then like I said, when we're getting closer, we're building our foundation, we're getting better at speaking without speaking when we're playing music, and look at each other, mess up, okay, well that was funny, okay, we could fix that, and we were learning to talk to each other better, and then like I said, the hang, we got drunk in the hotel and played Super Smash Bros on a tiny little screen, and it was fun, you know. Then I can't say that. Anyways, never mind. I mean, nothing happened. But yeah, no, for me, that's what it is.
So as opposed to the language of love, the language of music.
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool. What would you consider with the differences between when I was growing up and the differences of today with technology, what would you consider a successful music career today?
Damn. Well, the ability to record yourself at home is completely... I remember being, 20 and having all these ideas, but I couldn't put it anywhere. You know, I'd have to buy this really expensive thing, and still expensive to be fair, and I couldn't afford it. But now I could plug in something to my phone and write riffs, and then you could even do drums, and if you know your timing and get all that down, you could do a bass line and have a whole track that sounds like a full band did it, and it's done. It's weird. It's weird, man.
But not to mention now we have AI doing it. So.
God, yeah. Dang, my job is done.
Yeah.
You just have to learn how to play it now.
Yeah. Actually, I have to be better now.
Yeah, I think that's a huge difference, and being able to collaborate with people that maybe aren't physically local to you. But I think as far as being successful today versus X number of years ago, really it comes down to your internet game. How prevalent you are online, how prevalent you are on social media, doing all the things that you got to do to put yourself out there with that. A lot of bands are very apprehensive toward doing that because it is a lot of extra work. It is a lot of extra time, probably extra money too, if you do it right. So that's just kind of the other component that wasn't a thing. I would even say 10 years ago, really.
Right.
That wasn't a thing. People weren't really on Instagram looking for music like they are now.
Yeah, it is weird to see a band that just puts one song on Instagram and you see it constantly, but that band ends up playing shows to fucking 90 people the first show.
Yeah,
it's a trip, you know.
Yeah.
So success, it really does change. Because I'm kind of old school. I kind of like the whole thing, the word of mouth thing. We just play a show, do our thing. You like us? Cool. We'll go to the next show. We'll do our thing. And the organic way of bands growing back then, I'm kind of stuck in that way, to be honest. But the internet, like you said, the internet thing is kind of hard. I'm not very good at that stuff, and you really do. If you want that, you have to kind of post it, and even that, some people would say that's not successful. I'm like, to me, it is. Dude, people got so many damn views. They're on Spotify. They have all these crazy things and music videos, but you can do so much yourself. You can do your own music video. I could do one right now, and having all this technology and.
Yeah.
I mean, I sound old, but it's so much different now as far as success, as far as what a single solo musician can do, and then also your ambition to want to do the work to do it too. Good Lord, it's all over the place,
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
I see a lot of bands that complain about stuff like that, and like, yeah, it's hard, but like, you gotta do what you gotta do, kind of thing.
Yeah, if you want it.
And they're like, I don't know, like, how to do this. I don't know how to look for people. Nobody does.
Yeah.
Nobody just was born and knows all the details of how to market themselves, how to find stuff on social media. You gotta learn it. So, and for better or worse, today, if you want to be successful, you have to be willing to do those things, and you have to be willing to learn what it takes to do those things.
Right.
So, you either do it or you don't.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And there's so many, and to stay on top of all of them, is just super time consuming. Not to mention, there's now. I don't know if it's really going to go anywhere, but there are people talking that the industry might just pull the plugs and go back to analog, and I'm like,
really?
Well. If that's the case, pirate radio is going to be back in full effect because that's the only outlet that's actually going to be available. Yeah. And unfortunately, it would be digital, but because that's the only way to do it anymore. Because last thing anybody wants to do is fight with the FCC.
Yeah, hello.
That's why I'm on the internet, because screw you, I protect the First Amendment as much as I do the Second, all the way to the 22nd.
Damn right.
So, and for everybody, so it doesn't matter to me. But that was somebody walked in for an interview, and they were like, pirate radio at its finest. And I went, wow. I got called out by a band. But I actually contemplated changing it to pirate radio. So,
well, I dig this. This is cool.
But,
this is this is kind of like the thing though. It's like I remember finding bands. This is just kind of out of nowhere, but finding bands on like, what was it, not Bandcamp?
Pure Volume.
Yeah, where they just different bands here and there. But this is kind of cool. Like, it's almost like a what do you call it, a zine? Where you talk about a band, you show this, you put on a band or something like that, and people pass out the books and you keep it. It's really cool. But this, I really dig this. You could really put people on, and it's probably the future, to be honest. I would say so. This is more engaging to me than anything, to be honest.
Well, I said, this is just for the bands to take, share it, put it on their socials, put it on their website, so that people, when they come across you, they can go, oh, hey, let me check them out. And they get to hear you talk about who you are and what you do. And then they get to sample your music without having to go here or there,
True.
I think people get lost in clicks.
Yeah.
When they have to start clicking too many times, they lose interest.
Attention span,
it's getting shorter.
Yes, it is.
But don't tell Willie Nelson, because he'll still play a 3.5 hour show.
Sure.
But, creative blocks. How do you manage those?
Oh, shit.
Oh, man. I like to watch the TV show Becker.
Okay.
That usually helps me out. I don't know why. I write my best songs from Becker. Hey, it's true. Ted Danson is awesome.
Right?
Yeah, or Trailer Park Boys, yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, we used to call ourselves the Trailer Park Boys fan club. Actually, our T-shirt that we currently have is Trailer Park Boys on it.
Okay.
Love that show. It's so great, but I feel like usually I just kind of walk away from it. Like, go play a video game, go eat something, because I'm probably somehow nutrient deprived if I'm in that block. Yeah, just take a break to kind of refocus. But yeah, it's usually a video game or a TV show. Something to calm your mind and recenter. Because usually I feel like if a writer's block, you're just like trying to make something happen that shouldn't be happening. And you just need to come back to it later when you're not trying to force something.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a hard thing to get through. I usually watch a sad movie or a war movie or a video game, honestly.
Yeah, the video game is a common theme.
Video games are pretty good. Or I watch Fury or something.
So what's the best inspiring damn it. Let's see. The best is, inspiring advice that you've ever been given as a musician. My attention span went.
That's all right. My Uncle Leonard's always been that guy. When I keep bringing it up, he's been playing guitar probably since he was 18 or something like that. He's an older guy, obviously, but he's just, that dude's full of love all the time, and he just bought him a guitar. He's stepping into music, and he's so excited about it. And but my uncle just said, if you love it, as long as you love it, just do it. However hard it gets, whatever it is. Like I said, it sounds kind of spiritual at times, a little corny, but it's just, he said, just brings it back to love all the time. As long as if you feel it, you love it, just keep doing it and let it take you wherever it's going to take you. And that's stuck with me, and I still remember that. So I'd say that's for that. I would say that for me.
Yeah, that's a good one. I would say it's not necessarily from any specific person. I feel like I've heard multiple people kind of say it, but just not comparing yourself to other people. I think especially nowadays with social media and stuff, it's really easy to see other people's success and kind of get bogged down by it, and feel kind of discouraged because you see someone else that's like popping off, or like someone else that's going on tours and stuff, and you're like, man, wish I was doing that or whatever. But then just having to understand that everyone's kind of on a different path, and you just need to stick to like what you do and what you love, and
Absolutely.
Just keep doing that, because that's what matters in the end. People are going to pay attention or they're not.
I know exactly what you mean. I started learning that thing, and then I saw that little 9-year-old girl on YouTube, and I went, why the fuck am I even doing this?
Those little kids online.
I'm like,
every
you
time.
got
Kids are wild.
and then Billy Sheehan gets on there with her. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm done. Screw this. But my instructor won't let me. He keeps pushing me, so it's a lot of fun, no matter what.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
And that's meant in good humor, because I'm definitely wouldn't let a 9-year-old discourage me. But I did go,
Yeah.
damn, that thing's bigger than she is. And she's phenomenal, so hey,
I can't really think of anything because usually I'm the type of person where I try to inspire myself, because you only really have yourself, so I try to just encourage myself to do things, because that's what you have
yeah.
in the end.
Technically, that's all you got.
Mm-hmm.
You got yourself and tomorrow,
Yes.
which isn't even a guarantee. But
Yeah. Hello.
let's see.
I know how.
Other than deleting AI, is there anything in the newer technology of the music industry that you could do without?
Yeah, it's tough.
I don't know.
What would you say?
Something?
Oh, I thought you were going to say something.
No, I don't have anything. I can't think of anything.
Okay, I want to say it. Cringe videos. Can we stop with guess who's the drummer and guess who's the bass player. I don't know. Maybe the person that I saw in the previous video that was drumming is the drummer, perhaps. Like those like viral content videos that are exclusive to TikTok, really, that have now like infiltrated Instagram. Yeah.
Well,
Those
that
things
only
get on my
happened
nerves.
because of the less than 24 hour
Yeah.
TikTok ban. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gotten way worse since then, but yeah, just those like, I don't mind doing content. I understand that's part of the process, but stuff like that, I'm just like, can we not do this? Do something actually creative that not a million other people have done.
Which is
You guys ever
hard to
stream
do.
practice?
That'd be fun.
We did that one time.
Did you guys?
Yeah, when what song was it? Freedom?
That'd be
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, freedom.
Yeah, we streamed that, and
That'd be smart.
yeah,
content-wise.
we should do that more because that went pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm starting to see a lot more of that.
Really? That's a good idea.
Especially on TikTok. But I can't stream on TikTok because nobody will follow me.
Oh, hello.
I guess I'm boring. That and I don't have any cleavage showing.
There is a way to get around that. You can like email them somehow or something and say that you're a content creator, and then they'll just expedite you to doing live.
Oh, wow.
You just show like screenshots of like your content as proof. Yeah. So that's the way to get away around the 1,000 followers or something.
Yeah, 1,000 followers. I got like 227 or some shit. Yeah. And like 27 of them been in the last 2 weeks. For I don't know where they came from. I'm not doing bad other places, but that one, because I would rather stream it there because there's way more people there right now. Instagram has too many restrictions. I think you can only do an hour for one. But I think the interviews would do better on TikTok. I think so. I may download some of them and put them on TikTok and see how they go, and then maybe email them and go, hey, I need some help. I want to do it live. But and there was a thing with the restreaming service on Restream where you could now go live on TikTok, but I could never find it. I signed in, did all the stuff that Restream said to do on their end, but I never saw it on. I don't know where it was at. It never showed up on my page or in my where all your videos show up. And never. I was like, I don't know. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I don't know. My age is starting to show. I'm everybody else's tech support, but I don't get any tech support. What do you guys got going on in the future coming up? Any shows coming up, or you got when are you going to release the single?
Oh yeah, the single.
Yeah, what is that?
You got it.
Here, you do it.
Well, you take it.
I'm surprised he hasn't done it. Both
So no. We had I guess the most upcoming thing is our single. Paralysis is coming out on April 7th.
Okay. Cool.
And then our full EP that we just recorded is out on May 16th. And we're going to have a release show for that EP at Yucca Tap Room.
Okay.
The next night on Saturday the 17th. So that's happening. We do have a show on April 24th before that at Yucca also. Okay. I guess we're starting our Yucca residency. But yeah, so we have that show coming up. And then, yeah, the release show. We got another show at the end of May, one in June at Rebel Lounge.
Okay.
I'm just now realizing that we have this many shows, and we just confirmed, I actually got to pay the deposit today. But we just confirmed with someone in Salt Lake City to go do a live video series up there in August.
Live video series?
Yeah.
What's that?
So, like, we did one for that Towergate Studios. It's
Okay.
kind of like that, where it's like they film us playing live.
Okay.
And then they also record it.
Okay.
So we get, like, a recording EP to put on, all the platforms or
Okay.
whatever.
I got you.
As well as a series of videos that go on, like, YouTube for people to watch.
Okay.
So, yeah, we'll be doing that in August. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
Sounds cool.
So if you have May 17th and want to come to our release show at Yucca, it's free. It's free.
Free show at the Yucca.
Yeah, so come out and hang out with us, and we'll have a bunch of new merch. So that's pretty exciting.
Awesome. Make sure you share it as soon as I see it. I try to share all the flyers that I do see. If I don't share it, it means I didn't see it. So do keep that in mind. And for the people that like to go, we want to thank everybody at the Yeti Radio. It's only me in the costume. That's it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining me today in the Backstage Lounge on the YetiRadio.com. This is Betting on the End. And did we win?
Yes.
Yes. What did we, what's our prize? Thank you for having us.
No, absolutely. Thank you guys for coming. It was, I wish some more people would reach out as well, because I don't get, I don't get to see or hear, or if I know a band and they're on Spotify, I go follow them. That way, I just know.
Yeah.
And I'll look, and if they've got anything recent that's new, then I'll throw it on the list for the show. Yeah. And I go from there. But definitely. And you guys don't want to come back, just hit me up. We'll get something set, and especially if you're gonna have another EP or an LP release.
I'm down.
You want to do that? We can. We've got all the basic stuff out of the way. Unless you bring Enrique, then we'll spend the first 15 minutes drilling him.
Yeah. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
And then we'll just get into the nuts and bolts of the new stuff, and still listen to some more music, and have a good time. So
hell yeah.
Sounds good.
Tell anybody else. Hit me up. I'm kind of booked right now, and I'm trying to stay out of April as much as possible, because I have some personal things I need to go take care of out of state. But they're definitely filling my calendar up this month. I'm like, there's no more room for any more red. But thank you guys for coming. Sorry you had to do it in the rain.
Oh, it's all right.
And it's
It's that time of year, I guess.
Yeah.
well, Thursday traffic at 5 o'clock to come all the way out to the West Valley. I-10's not very friendly. We'll hurry up and finish this extension of the 303, and then get the SR30 put in, then we can work on the back doors. But thanks again for everybody listening, and during and after the fact. And this is Betting on the End with The Thread, right here in the Backstage Lounge on the YetiRadio.com. It's Betting on the End right here in the Backstage Lounge on the YetiRadio.com. Thank you guys again. Really appreciate it, and look forward to having you back. It's going to be a blast, and be safe when you guys head out, please, because it's a long, wet ride tonight. Wait a minute. That's what she said.
Somebody else said.
Good night.
Welcome to the Backstage Lounge on the YetiRadio.com.
Now, the rest of the story.
The Yeti Radio, powered by DavidLeeImaging.com. David Lee Imaging in the Titletown Music Archive and the Live 365 app.
We can all be quiet and peaceable and have a few beers together and listen to the music.